MW3 came out, and my god, everyone is shitting on the game as expected, dude. You know that video that I made maybe a week ago? I don't know how long ago, but I did make a video about, hey, don't buy MW3. I wasn't fucking wrong, dude. Literally, I watched the entirety of the campaign and cutscenes on YouTube, and it is really bad, dude. I also saw the gameplay missions. It's literally just DMZ / Warzone with cutscenes. That is all it is, and you're paying $70 for this shit. And now, like, zombies, from what I've seen, is DMZ with zombies. That's all it is. It's not even Outbreak anymore. It's just DMZ with zombies. So to whoever commented on my video about not buying MW3 and saying that I was playing Left 4 Dead 2 and how that game is really old and not repetitive or whatever the fuck. I mean, MW3 the original was old as shit, but I still fucking like it. It's still a good game. I think it still holds up. You know, MW2 as well. Black Ops 1. I thought the COD point system they had was unique and different. The multiplayer, and even the campaign on that game was really fucking good. The zombies, dude, fucking phenomenal, dude. That was my first introduction to zombies. I fucking loved it, dude. Such a good game. And I get that Left 4 Dead 2 is a pretty old game, but you can get it for like a fraction of the price that these motherfuckers are selling MW3 for. Especially when you get it on sale, it's like maybe $4 to $2, maybe $1, depending on what sale is going on. But it's really, really worth the price, and the fact that you can actually mod the shit out of it also kind of extends its replayability. Custom maps, also a pretty good thing too. But back to MW3. The amount of wasted potential in this COD is fucking astounding, dude. Currently, it's 2023. Black Ops 2 took place in 2025. You could have made the fucking connection of... look, imagine this, alright? Makarov in the story, he basically manipulates the entire world. Everyone think, oh, hey, Pharaoh's army, bad. They're fucking evil pieces of shit. You guys should declare war. Russia is like getting the point. It doesn't escalate to the point where they declare war. Maybe it does. I'm not too sure, but we don't really see it play out, right? They literally just kind of gave you exposition using like news reports and like, oh, breaking news, all this shit. But like, you don't really see what's going on. Like, you don't. The thing that I liked about the old CODs, you used to play as these no-name like grunts in the front line, giving like the spectacle of what's actually unfolding, the war that's going on. And I felt like that conveyed it. That says a lot more than, oh, breaking news, dude, Russia declares war on whoever the hell. And since they, you know, what I would imagine is that they would have declared war on Pharaoh's army. I forgot what they're called. They're like ULF or something like that. You know, since they're allies with the US, that would mean that Russia's declaring war on the U.S. technically. So with that being said, you know, they gotta take out, the Russians have to take out Pharaoh's army along with the U.S. So I'm like, okay, you could have just made it so that the Russians invaded from like South America, so that way they can kind of push the U.S. even further. And with that being said, you know, the Russians pushing into Central America, that could introduce us to the people from MW2, the police officers, and, you know, those people, the cartel as well. And you could have had an all-out war happening there because it's the cartel's territory, right? They don't take shit for anyone. They just do what they want to do, essentially, right? But the thing is, while this thing is going on, you could have had, you know, a bunch of fucking events happening in Central America, and this could introduce us to Raul Menendez, right? We could have had something to do with him. You know, his family is just in the middle of it, just living their lives. Or maybe we could have got a POV shot of Raul where we play as him to some extent while all this shit's unfolding. And while this is happening, you know, you kind of see like, oh, his family dies and he's trying to protect his sister and shit. And he runs away. He does all this shit. Well, actually, in this timeline, he'd probably be older, so he'd probably have to like take care of his sister in some way, shape, or form. But he loves his sister a lot. And so, you know, we get the people from MW2, the cops. they try to like kind of evacuate the city and shit while the cartel is fighting the Russians. You know, we could have had them rescue Raul, but sadly his sister dies in the crossfire, and this destroys Raul to the point where he hates everything about war. And since this looming shadow keeps following him, he's had enough and he wants just nothing to do with war and everything, all that hate and anger. Just he wants to throw it out on everyone on all sides because they caused all this pain towards him. So he's gonna fucking, you know, rain hell, dude. Come on, man. You could have made something. And then the cops come, right, from MW2. They see Menendez, they're trying to evacuate everyone, and so they try to like rescue him. You can have one of these guys die. Because the thing that I've noticed, they really don't like to see anyone die except for Soap for some fucking reason. He dies at the end, but you don't really feel anything because he barely had any dialogue. I get that he was a big factor in the old Call of Duty, but like in this one, it just seems like a dumbed down version of him. So it's like, okay. Pretty preventable, but I guess, I don't know, fucking story plot decides that it needs to happen, which is another thing that I fucking hate about the campaign, by the way. It takes the most logical decisions and throws that shit out the window for illogical fucking decisions, and I don't like that. It's so bad. But anyways, back to the story of MW3 Menendez looping around with this current I guess iteration of Call of Duty. You could have had Menendez, you know, be rescued by these guys, but when you're in his like POV, you see the cop guy die. He gets shot basically, and you know, he sacrifices himself to save Menendez, but that is his fault because now Menendez is gonna be this absolute fucking like fiend, menace, whatever the fuck you want to call him, towards everyone. And I wanted to see like a all out, like a I don't know, maybe he takes over the cartel or something, so that's why he's put into power or something along those lines, to make him just more of a menace. And I want to see him clash with Makarov as well, because I feel as though Makarov is there to basically just get the world. I don't really know what his intention is. I think it was to cause chaos, but now that the chaos has caused someone pain, aka Raul Menendez, he wants to take vengeance on Makarov as well as everyone involved in his pain and suffering. So like, come on, you serious? An all-out fucking war? All in time for COD 2025, which was Black Ops 2's time frame, right? Literally could have pulled it off. But no, dude, you're gonna get a Modern Warfare 4 now? What the fuck is that shit? But anyways, this is my whole rant, my whole spiel on the whole situation of MW3's campaign and the COD franchise in general and the direction that it's going in as of recent. So yeah, it's a shit show. Anyways, peace, boys. I've been coming all over the walls. I hope one day you see the odds. Bitch,